back to my channel, Learn Cloud with Sagarika. This is the second video of my series AWS Cloud and DevOps Hands-on Implementation. I am Sagarika, and in today's session, we are diving into the global infrastructure of AWS, the physical backbone powering the cloud services across the planet. Whether you are a developer, a student, or an architect, knowing how AWS is structured helps you to design apps that are scalable, resilient, and lightning fast. Today, we will talk through AWS region, availability zones, edge location, and local zones, and I will show you where each fits in the bigger picture. Stay till the end. We are building momentum for our next video where you will launch your very first EC2 instances. So, global data centers are AWS operate a global network of data centers. This deliver cloud services worldwide. This infrastructure ensures low latency, high availability, and resilience. A region is a distinct geographical area where AWS operates its data center. Each region is independent to ensure better control and performance for user in that area. AWS currently has 27 regions across the globe, with new ones being added over the time. Each region provides localized services to minimize latency and meet compliance requirements. Examples include Mumbai, Singapore, Ohio. Mumbai region is designed to cater to Indian businesses for faster service delivery, and Hyderabad region is upcoming expanding AWS footprint in India. Regions are isolated for max security and fault tolerance. They help deliver low latency services to nearby users. For example, if you are based in India, using the Mumbai region reduces delays dramatically compared to deploying in North America. Comment below what's the closest AWS region to you. Why AWS uses global region? AWS distributes its infrastructure across various regions for several reasons. First is performance optimization. Hosting data closer to user reduces latency. Example, Indian customer accessing services in the Mumbai region experiences better speed compared to using services hosted in US. Second is compliance. Some industries or government require data to stay within the specific countries or region. For example, government projects often mandate local data storage. Third one is the disaster recovery. Data redundancy across the region minimizes risk from natural disasters or technical failures. Example, data stored in Mumbai can be backup in another region such as Singapore. Fourth one is a flexibility. Businesses can choose region based on their specific needs such as cost effectiveness or proximity. AWS Global Infrastructure region is designed to deliver robust, flexible, and scalable cloud services. By strategically distributing resources, AWS ensures better performance, security, and reliability for its users. I hope you understand why multiple regions. First one is performance optimization, means closed server equal to less lag. Second is compliance, because many companies wanted their data within specific countries, suppose banking sector, healthcare. Third one is a disaster recovery, use multiple region to build backup and failure systems. And fourth one is a flexibility, we can deploy apps close to our customers. Now zoom into each region. Inside it you will find availability zones. Means a region is like a city, and AWS availability zones are secure buildings in different neighborhoods. Availability zone is an isolated location within an AWS region. Each AWS availability zone consists of one or more data centers that operate independently but are interconnected to other availability zones within the same region. Key characteristics of availability zone are isolation, means each AZ is designed to operate independently to minimize the risk of failure spreading across the zones. Redundancy, multiple AZs ensure that if one zone experiences an issue, other can continue to function. Interconnection, AWS Availability zones within a region are connected via high-speed, low-latency network to facilitate efficient data replication and communication. Why does AWS use availability zone? First one is disaster recovery. AWS availability zones are designed to handle localized failures such as a power outage or natural disaster. For example, if power failure affects one availability zone in Mumbai, resources in other availability zone in the same region will remain operational. Second one is high availability. By distributing application across multiple AZs, businesses can ensure minimal downtime. For example, a web application hosted across three availability zones will continue to serve users even if one availability zone is temporarily unavailable. Third one is fault tolerance. Each AZ is connected in independent power sources and network, reducing the likelihood of single point of failure. Fourth one is performance optimization. High performance, high speed connection between AZ enable efficient data synchronization and load balancing. How are availability zone structure? Within an AWS region, AZs are geographically separated but close enough to maintain the low latency connectivity. Distance between AZ typically 60 to 100 kilometers apart to prevent simultaneous impact from the disaster. Each AZ has its own power source and backup generation. AZs are connected to separate network grids, ensuring continue connectivity if one network fails. Example, Mumbai region. The Mumbai region has multiple availability zones strategically placed to ensure high availability for Indian users, compliance with data residency requirement, reliable disaster recovery options. Deploy your application across multiple assets within the region to ensure the redundancy and fault tolerance. Use services like elastic load balancing to distribute the traffic across availability zones. Benefits of availability zone are redundancy. Second one is high availability and performance and security. AWS availability zones are critical for building resilient and high availability application. By strategically deploying resources across availability zones, businesses can minimize downtime, ensure disaster recovery, and optimize performance. So the next stop, the edge of the cloud means AWS edge location. These are the mini data centers located globally to catch contents via services like CloudFront. I will explain in the detail. AWS edge location are an important part of AWS Global Infrastructure that helps improve the performance and availability of websites and applications for users all around the world. Think of AWS edge location as small data center or point of presence strategically located in various cities and regions worldwide. These edge locations are separate from AWS region and are designed to bring content and services closer to end user. When you access a website or an application hosted on AWS, your requests are usually directed to the nearest AWS edge location. This edge location acts as a cache or temporary storage for frequently accessed content such as images, videos, storage, and other static files. This means that this means that instead of your request traveling long distance to the main AWS server in a region, the content can be delivered from the nearby edge location, reducing the time it takes for the content to reach you. The main benefit of AWS edge location are it improves the performance by caching content closer to the end user. AWS edge location reduce the latency or delay in delivery content. This result in faster loading time and a better user experience. Second is enhanced availability. If the main AWS server in a region experiences temporary issue or an temporary unreachable, the content stored in edge location can still be served to user. This helps ensure that website and application remain accessible even during disruptions. Global content delivery. With each edge location spread across the different cities and regions worldwide, AWS can efficiently deliver content to the user in different geographic locations. This helps businesses reach and engage with their global audience effectively. In simple terms, AWS edge locations are like mini data centers strategically placed around the world to deliver the content service faster to users. They help improve performance, increase availability, and enable global content delivery for websites and applications hosted on AWS. Suppose user in London access a site hosted in Mumbai. Thanks to edge location in London, they still get fast access. AWS has 300 plus edge location. Next one is the AWS local zones. Local zones are AWS answer to ultra low latency needs in the metro cities. I will explain in detail. So the AWS zones are the extension of AWS region designed to bring selected AWS services closer to the specific location. These zones enable businesses to reduce the latency and deliver seamless user experience, especially for workload requiring real-time data processing. What are AWS local zones? Local zones are designed to provide low latency access to the specific application by deploying AWS infrastructure closer to the user. They are particularly useful for industries like gaming, media, and financial services that demand rapid response time. Key features. First one is local zones reduce latency significantly compared to the standard AWS region. Means it delivered single digit millisecond latency. Targeted use. Ideal for workload with location specific demand. It deliver only selected AWS services in local zones. Means it has limited services. Why we use AWS local zones? Because of its low latency, proximity to users and compliance requirement. For application requiring real-time responsiveness like gaming or live video streaming. For example, hosting a gaming server in a local zone ensures single-digit millisecond latency for the users in nearby areas. It brings the application closer to the end user, improving the user experiences. It allows the data to remain within a specific city or region to meet local regulations. Services available in local zones. Not all AWS services are available in local zones. You can check the available services in local zones in AWS documentation. For example, in a local zone, you can create EC2 instances and utilize EBS volume for storage. More services may become available in future as AWS continues to expand in local zones. Current and upcoming local zones. AWS is actively increasing the number of local zones worldwide. For instance, local zones are available in several major cities globally. More zones are expected to launch, catering to the additional cities and regions. Use cases for AWS local zones are gaming. Hosting a game server close to players ensure low latency, enhancing the gaming experiences. Second is the financial services, means it enables real-time transaction processing for user in specific location. Media and entertainment, low latency video rendering and live streaming. AWS local zones are excellent solution for the businesses needing low latency access to the AWS services in a specific location, while their services offering are limited compared to the standard region. Local zones continue to evolve, making them an invaluable tool for latency sensitive workload. Here is a rapid recap of the AWS Global Infrastructure layout. First one is the AWS region. It offers global services, means geographical grouping of data centers. Benefit of region are isolation and localization. Second one is the availability zone. Availability zone provide local redundancy, means independent zones in each region in situation of fault tolerance or disaster. Third one is the edge location. Edge location ensure fast content delivery or content cache in global cities. And fourth one is the AWS local zones. Local zones delivered low latency for specific apps, best for gaming and video streaming. It is used for ultra low latency. Choose region close to users. Use multiple availability zone for redundancy. Use CloudFront to cache static assets. Use local zones when millisecond matter. That's all about AWS global infrastructure. I hope you understand well. I hope you like the complete tour of AWS Global Infrastructure. This physical network is what powers your digital dreams, and now that you know the where, we are ready to build a how. Next up, we will launch your first EC2 instances. We will connect via SSH. We will also deploy a basic web server. It's going to be hands-on and super fun. Don't miss it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you're ready for the EC2 launch next episode. If you got question or want to ask to cover specific AWS service, drop in the comments. Thank you.